Hi, I'm Dave from Backfill Conveyors. I built this unit about 3 to 4 years ago. I just went through the process of looking at all sorts of machines to see what I could do to get AP65 or AP40 in to compact up for the builders to get ready for the floor slabs. This site here would take about a week in conventional terms to prep up and do to get the product in for its lack of access, and we can cut that time in half by using this machine.
Project Partners is a small company that I run that builds quite nice homes predominantly on the hill, and from time to time we have an issue where we need to get gravel and other similar building materials into difficult tight spots, and we've come across Dave. Dave used to do our excavations for us, and then he's since over the last few years got the conveyor system going where he can, in a very controlled way, spit the gravel to exactly where we want it, when we want it, in the right amounts while we're compacting. And it, in terms of being easy to do in a safe way, economically, it's just brilliant.
As you can see on this site, there's a 4 metre drop where we've cut out the section for the new place to go, and there's probably another 4 to 5 metres to the road. So to get base down and inside all the different sections of the house and compact up in layers would have been almost impossible by hand. By using backfilling conveyors, we saved on time and man hours hugely. It would have been a logistical nightmare trying to backfill all these foundations with machines like diggers and men. It could have taken us a couple of weeks to backfill. With backfilling conveyors, it took us 4 days start to finish, and it was done super efficiently.
Well, because we've seen this site and we realised that it was going to be such a drastic amount of material, we've used something close to about 400 tonne in here, which is 40 truckloads. So to move that with an excavator was just going to be a pain in the arse, to be honest. So we had the conveyor up the top here, and it was all set up so my trucks could just spin around the lay-by, back straight into his hopper, which is a very simple design. And we had it fired out here, and his maximum reach is, I believe, something like 30 metres. And all I have to supply is a couple of trucks, and it goes exactly where you want it, straight away, with no hesitation, no fail, you know.
I'm a site foreman for Dave McGill Builders, and this job here on up at Matthews Road, which is arguably one of the steeper hills in Christchurch, we used the backfill conveyor system with Dave Allison to backfill this particular job. Having Dave's machine set up and the reach he's able to achieve to get the material behind the wall really was key on this particular job.
The people that use this type of machine is retainer wall guys that are doing all the retainer walls on the hills. I can backfill behind them. The builders with the very limited access on their sites, we get it all in nice and clean. They can compact it up, comes out like concrete, job done.
You know, it's partly about having the right tools for the right job, but it's also about dealing with the people that are good to deal with, and Dave's just great to work with. If I had to choose someone to work with, it would be Dave.
We don't only use Dave because of his machine, we use him because of his wealth of knowledge on working on hills, working on difficult construction sites with limited access. The man just has so much experience in that area.
His experience, because Dave knows what he's on about, it went from being quite a hard thing when we were trying to nut it out to finding that it was just a simple solution, and we did it really quickly.
When you've got access constraints, Dave from Backfill Conveyors is definitely the option that you've got to look at to give your client a quality product and meet job targets on time without having to use a lot of resources in your company to get the job done. I mean, it's just the way to go.
So on these hill sites, this is a particularly easy one. It's not particularly hard to get to, and even here, Dave's gear is just amazing. And the people that are going to appreciate using the conveyor almost more than anyone else is the other guys that work for me. These guys are used to pushing wheelbarrows and raking out Is Dave's conveyor belt quite a good idea?
Brilliant idea, genius.
Yeah, they all give him the big thumbs up. It's just great to have him there as a tool.
Downhill we've had, with the pipes joined on and the conveyors out to 35 metres. Uphill we're about 21 on the conveyor. We can stretch it to sort of 25, 27 at a push. And we just put it all to remote, so easy to get around the sites and get the product out.